Hello champs, welcome back to our channel Learn for You. As always, here is your study buddy Anshika and it's the time to create a project, right? We have done everything in Scratch, right? We have been completed with all the different blocks we have to cover. Now it's the time to create interesting projects. In our last video, we created a game, right? You remember that? And that was our maze game. I hope you would have done it completely. And now it's the time to make another project. So this time we are going to make a game, but that is quite very interesting. So can you guess which game we are going to make this time? Let me show you. Today we are going to make a shooting game. Yes, you all like shooting? You would have played these games. You would have just interested these games, right? So these games are quite very interesting. So today we are going to make the shooting game. So let's go and see how this shooting game looks. I'll just show you once and then you will start creating it. So here we go. And this will be our shooting game. And this there will be a playboy and then he'll be just shooting. So let's start this game. And here we go. So we have to just shoot the bullets and just all these targets will be clicked. And how many lives we have? We have 3 lives. As soon as these 3 lives will be ended, our game will end. So this is how we are going to make this game. So I hope and see. Here the game over. So my score is 19 for now. I hope you will be able to play these games and then you will just make your own scores. And later on you can comment down and just tell your scores. So let's see how we are going to make this game. For this game we will need different sprites, right? So these are the sprites. We will need one shooter, then we will need one gun, ground, bullet, target, then we will just need one thumbnail as well and then a live spirit. So these are the different sprites we will be needing. You can just draw them. As you can see, these are quite very simple ones. I'll just show you in the costumes. You can see easily you can draw them or just you can download them. I'll provide you with them in our description box. So any of the thing you can do. For now I'll just import them. So let's open another screen of Scratch where we will start coding it. So let's open a new window of Scratch and here we will start coding. So very first we need to import our sprites, right? We don't need this Scratchy, so we can remove it. And here we can just go. Sorry, we need to import them, right? So just go and click on the upload one. Here you will click on the upload one. And here I have some of the sprites. I'll just download them. See, I have these shooting games. So I'll just take all of them and I will just open them. Later on we can just customize them. And let's see how we are going to customize all the sprites. So let's start. So the very first we need to set our thumbnail. This thumbnail should be shown in the starting of our game. And as we start to play the game, this thumbnail should get hidden, right? So first let's just hide everything. We don't need to see these things, right? So for now, we will just set our thumbnail. So this is our thumbnail. And see, our position will be 0 and 0. Size will be 100. And later on, we will just hide it. Okay, so now we are going to set all these things. Let's just show them first so that we can just adjust them as per our convenience. Here this option comes of show and hide, so you can easily just do it. Here is our shooter. Yes. And here is our target. Okay. So see, the sizes are correct, just we need to set their positions and these positions are also set. Okay, so there won't be any much problem. So from here we will just click on the upload button, right? Click on the upload button and there we'll just download all our sprites we need for this game. So here we have this boy shooter, bullet, costumes, gun, lives, target and thumbnail. So I'll just select all of them and just open them. Okay. So here we have just opened all our sprites. As you can see here, now we will just set them. So very first we need to just set our thumbnail. So just thumbnail and what should be its position? We will set its position at 0 and 0. So here it goes like 0 and 0. Now its size will be 100. So it is all set. Now just hide it because we don't need to see it every time. We just need to set all these sprites, right? So now the very first we are going to set our boy shooter. So what should be the position of boy shooter? Let's see. This should be in the left side, right? So we will set its coordinates as -183, and in y we will set it as -92. Okay. So you can just set them as per your own as well. It is not a very big task. Just need to set all the positions. So you can see here our boy shooter is at correct place. Okay. And its size is also correct. Now we will set for its bullet. So bullet should be small in size. Okay. It is already small. We will just set its size as, we will set its coordinate as -71 and -48. You can just make it anything, just try it and you will be able to do it. Although I know where I have to set them, so I can just do it directly. So we have done its coordinates. Okay, our bullet is also done. Next comes our gun. So we will set it gun. Gun should be in the hands. Okay, so first let's set the ground. Okay, ground, let's set it. So here comes our ground, and the coordinates of ground should be in the corner run, right? It should be in the down. So we will set it as -2 and -163. Okay, 163. So it will come in downside. Okay, so our shooter is set, our ground is set. We need to set this gun. Okay, so let's set the coordinates of gun now. This gun should be in the hands of shooter. So it should be, the x coordinate should be, let's set it as -175 and see. We can just check it and just make this y coordinate a little bit. Okay, 86. See, the gun is at correct position. We have set this bullet as well. Now we need to just set this target. So we need to reduce its size because it is quite very big. So let's make it 35. Okay, and yes, it's 35, and we will just set its position as well. Okay, so it can be 118 and 46. So make it 118 and 46. Okay, so we are done with this also. Now just we need to set this lives. And where should this lives go? It should go at the top, right? So let's set it also. We will just make it from here, just go and make this. So x should be, we can make x as 150 and 160. Okay, and just make this as top corner 170. See, and we can just shift it more, so we can also make it 170. So these are our live set. So we have completely set this. Now we will to start to code. So very first thing we need to code is our ground. We can just code it. And what is the coding we require for it? We just need that it just go to the back layer because we don't want it in front, right? So let's set it. We will just go in the control section, events. We will click on this when green flag is clicked. Just use the forever loop. Okay, and then just click on this, go to back layer. Here you will find this block, go to back layer. So here it is. Just a second, and this how you can just set the code for it. Make it back layer. So we are all set for this ground. This ground will be in back layer and our shooter will be in the front position. Okay, now we need to just set this thumbnail. So when this thumbnail should be shown, tell me. This should be shown in the starting of the game, right? So we will just set it accordingly. We'll click on this when green flag clicked. Then we can also provide it a ghost effect. Means when it will be shown in the starting, it will have a ghost effect. So I'll just show you. Just we can start it and just click on this, wait for 1 second. Then we will just repeat the ghost effect. We haven't used this ghost effect, but there are so many effects. You can just provide it. So we will just go here and in the change one, you will just find we have this change. So just go here. And instead of color, just make it ghost effect. Here you have this and make it by 10. So 10 times it will be showing you and then it will be done. Then we will set this ghost effect forever. Okay, so just go here and make this ghost effect here. So this is how we are going to code for our thumbnail. Now this is the one thing we need to do. We need to do some other things also. What is this? That we just want it in the front layer in the starting. So when green flag will be clicked, we want it in the starting. Okay. So just go here in the forever and bring it to the front layer. So here as you will scroll, you will find this, go to the front layer. This is also set. Now we need to set hide this as well. Okay, so we will just go here, then click on this. When green flag clicked, we will hide the variables. If any variable will be shown, we will create one variable as well, and that will be our final score. So we will just click here, hide the variable final score. Then just set the size as 100%. Go here and you will find the option of set the size as 100%. Okay, so where is it? Yes, here it's available. Now we will switch the costume. Okay, so the costume is of our thumbnail. So switch the costume to thumbnail and then make the coordinates as 0 0. These are the certain things you do so that you can just set all your sprites. Okay, and then go to the front layer again. So we are almost done with this as well. We just need to show this thumbnail as well. Okay, so we can just go here and the option of show will be available. You can just place it here. So we are completely done with this thumbnail as well. We need not to code anything for this because it will just move randomly. Then we have some other as well. So we are going to set them. Let's just see how we are going to do it. So let's code for this lives first. What we need to do, we just need to show it, and as the game is over, it will be just hidden. So just go here, click on this. When green flag will be clicked, just come to the front layer. Okay, so just click on this, go to front layer. You have the option of go to front layer, right? And then it will be just shown. And when it will be hidden, and as I receive game over. Okay, so here just go. When I receive game over, you will find it here. You can just type this message. The message is of game over. So as soon as you will receive, when I receive game over, it will be hidden. So just click on the block of hide. Okay. So this is how our lives is completely set. We just need not to do other things for it. Now we will just set for our gun. So for gun, what do you think we need to do? Let's hide it first. Yes, here comes our gun. So for the gun, we will just start coding. First, we will set its coordinates, right? We have already done it, but we need to do with the code blocks as well. So go to this position and then point in direction. Yes, so here we are done. And its position will be this. It is already set, so it is fine. Or we can just make it a bit low as well. It can be minus 189. So yeah, we are already set for this. Okay, now we will start the coding for it. So just go here. When green flag will be clicked, what we need to set? We will set forever loop once. Okay, so we will just go here and in the forever loop we will be choosing. For this we need to set its position first. Go to X. Okay, then we are going to use our if block. So go in the control section and use the if block. Okay, so in the if block we are going to set the directions for it. Okay, so let's set the direction first, and for this we need to go here in the operator blocks. First I'll be showing you and later on you will just easily understand what we are doing here. Okay, so just select this AND block and then we are going to set the directions, if it is greater than 60 or if it is less than 125. So for this just select this one, greater than, and one of less. Okay, so just place it here. Just a second, we need to first set it completely. Put it here. Yes, now just go in the sensing block. You will find a block of direction. Okay, so you can just create it as well or you will be just available with it. So this block will be available to you in our motion block. Just select this direction greater than 50 and we will set direction less than 125. So take this less one and from here you will just take the block of direction. direction less than 125. Okay, now we will just place them. Place this block in this one. Just take it out, okay, and then you can easily place them. And place this one in the other block. Okay, so now just take this block and put it in a if block. We are done with this thing. Now what the condition will follow? It will follow the point towards mouse pointer. So it will point in the direction of mouse pointer. Okay, now we will set one more if block. Just place them aside. So go here and just choose the block of if. So if block will be used, and then we will use the directions. We need to set the directions because in which direction it is going to move. So again go here in the operators block, use this one less than 51, and which one we are going to use here? We will use again the direction. So go here and use this block of direction. Now this time we will point in the direction of 61. Okay, so we need to change the directions. So just go here and choose the option of point in direction, and point in direction 61. Done. And then again use the if block once again, and this time again we will place the condition, but that will be for greater than 125. Okay, so we have explained these conditions here so that we can easily run our code. Go here in motion blocks and use this block of direction. This time we will point in the direction of 124. So go here and just use the block of 124. So we are done with this block. Now we just need to do one more thing, that is when I receive game over. Okay, so this you will find easily. Just go in the blocks. So when I start, here it is available, and just go in events. You have this option of when I receive game over. This time the block will be hidden, so just set it as hide. Okay, so hide block is available here, and we are here done with this our gun as well. Okay, so we are done with the coding of our gun. Now we will code for our boy shooter. So for boy shooter, what we need to do, we will just switch the costume and we will set its direction. So there's nothing much, and as the game over will be received, this will be hidden. So first let's set it. When I receive game over, this will be hidden. So just go here and click on this hide. Now we will set its position. So just go in events block. When green flag will be clicked, we will switch its costume first. So here you have this switch costume to boy shooter, and then it will be shown. Okay, then we are going to use this forever and we will set its position. So just go in the control blocks, use the forever block and set its coordinates as go to x and y. So go to x and y, we have the block here. Okay, so we are almost done with its position as well. So let's make it to -42. And here it will be -172. So we are done with this thing, and then we will set the when this sprite is shown, the next costume will be shown to you. Okay, now we are going to just code for our bullet, and we need to code a lot for bullet because it is going to move in different directions. So first let's see, we will start with when green flag is clicked. Then just hide the variables. See, we need to code differently for different sprites, and once we are going to combine all of them, we can easily just see them. Click on this forever, and then you will have the option of go to gun. Okay, so here you have the option of go to. Okay, so just select this. You have this go to, and where it has to go? It has to go to gun. Then point in direction we will use because we need to point it in a certain direction, right? And which direction it will be? It will be the direction of gun. Okay, So for this we will use another block, right? So we have this direction here, right? And this off block will be used from sensing block. So here just go and you will find this. So you use this direction of gun, okay? Any other block you can just use, or you can easily use this as well. I hope it will work. Yes, so place this direction, or you can just choose the direction option ever if it is available here, and just set here gun, okay? So as soon as you will choose here your gun, the direction will be shown to you, okay? So just set the direction, and you need not this external one, and directly just place it here in this one block. Okay, so we are set with this. Now we will set another block. So that is when I start as a clone. So we need to make the clones of it, right? So we have this option also available here. When I start as a clone, this will be shown. So we need the multiple copies of our bullets. So we will use it here like show. Then we will repeat this process, okay? So just go in our control section and you will find this block of repeat until, and repeat until touching our target or touching our edge. So just go here and you will find this touching. So touching our edge, set it as edge. Here we are done with this. Now as soon as it will be done, so it will just move some steps. So just go here and you will find the option of move 13 steps. So just set this. This will be in our motion blocks, right? So here just scroll down and you will find the block of move. Okay. So this is how we are going to set all these things. After this, we will just delete the clone as well. Okay. So just set this move here. And then later on we will delete the clone. So this will be available here. You just need to search the correct block and use those blocks at the correct place. So delete this clone. So we are done this as well for the bullet. Now another code block we will need, that is when I start as a clone, then also if it is touching the ground, then you will delete the clone. So again just use this when I start as a clone, and in the forever loop you will find it. Just go in the forever loop. You have this forever loop here. In this you will set if this is going to touch the ground. So use the condition of if it is going to touch the ground. So as soon as it will touch the ground, what will happen? You will just the ground will be available here, right? We have saved this with the name of costume one. Okay, so we will use it here and just delete this clone. Okay, so go here and you will find the option of delete this clone. So clone will be deleted. Now the next thing we are going to set is very simple. You will just, when as you receive the game is over, we will just hide it. So when I receive game over, you will find this block again. Just search here, you have this will be hidden. So just hide the bullet as soon as the game over is shown, and then just do this. And then when the start is the clone, we have set it. One more one we need to set is touching edge. We have done. We have touching the ground. We have done, and we are also done with our pointing in direction. Okay. So these are the different code blocks we have to set. We just need one more, and that is quite very much important, because how we are going to make it move. So when green flag is clicked, use the forever block here, and in the forever block we will use our if block. So if our space key is pressed, okay, so we will use our space key. So just go here. If this key of space is pressed, then create this clone of myself. You will just create the clone of myself. Okay, and then wait until this not key is pressed, means just go here in the wait until. You will find the option of wait until. Okay, so just click on this wait until, and in this you will just use the not block. So go here and use this not block and just check mouse not down, or you can just directly check that not the space key pressed. Okay, if this key is not pressed. So we are completely done with our bullet as well. So see, we have done our boy shooter, we have done our bullet is also set, our ground is also set, right? We have done this. Then comes our gun, we have set our gun as well. Lives is also done. Now comes main the target. We just need to set our target and our game will be completely done. So we are going to set our target now. So now we are going to code for our target. So very first thing we are going to do, we just start with our when green flag clicked, and then we will set all our variables. So go here, we will just show the variable, right? So we need to show the variable. Which variable we are going to show first? We will show the variable of lives. So just use this block here. Don't use this, just set here lives. Okay, once you are done with this, we will hide another variable, and the another variable we are going to hide is of final score. Then we will show the variable of our score. So just set it here, and the variable of score we will show. Then we will switch our backdrop to backdrop 1. So just go here, use this block of switch the backdrop. Then we will set our score. So go here and use this block of set our score to 0, because initial score will be our 0. So set the score to 0 and then just hide it. Use the block of hide. Now the next thing we are going to use, we will use our forever block. So use this forever block, and in this block we are going to create the clone of ourselves. Okay, so just go here and create the clone of myself. Then wait and pick a random number. Okay, so we are going to wait for some seconds. Just use this, and for how much time we are going to wait? We will just go in this operator block and pick a random number from 0.7 to 1. So just set it as 1 and make it as 0.7. So we have set the very first code block for our target. Now the next thing we are going to do is when I start as a clone. So we will just code for our cloning, that how is it going to clone. So when it is going to start as a clone, you will just find this block as well, or you can just create it. You will have this here available when I start as a clone. Okay, so here you have this when I start as a clone. You will hide the variable of final score. So just hide the variable of final score, go in variables and hide the variable of final score. Then we are going to again use the forever block. Use this forever block, and then you are going to create this if block. So if this edge is touched, so just go in the control block, use this if block, and if it is going to touch the edge, then what we are going to do, we will change the lives by -1. So if touching edge, use this here touching edge, then we will change our life score by -1. So just go here, you will find this change, and what we are going to change, we will change our lives by -1. So make it -1. We are done with this code block as well. Okay, now we are going to set it as if it is going to show a clone. Okay, so we will just set our position of X as well. So let me do that as well, and then we will set the clone again, and then we will almost be done with this block. So let's start setting these all the blocks. From here we will just start again when green flag is clicked, or when I set as a clone, you can directly use it. When I start as a clone, you have to show it. So the functionalities you want to add, you can just easily add the functionalities, and this is how we are going to just create these games. Then set this X variable. We will just set the variable of X. And how we are going to set this? We will set it in a way that we can just choose a random value. Okay, so set X to this, and then just pick a random variable. So go here and you will find a pick a random value, and this random value should be from 17 to 214. So make it 17 to 214. Okay, so we are done with this, and then we are going to repeat this code as well until it is going to touch our edge. So repeat until use this block until the edge is touched. Okay, so here you will find the option of touching edge. Use this block here, touching edge. We are done with this. Then we are going to set the value of y. So we have to change this value by -3. Go here and just make this value as -3. Okay, we are all set here. And then later on, what we are going to do, we'll just delete this clone also, because it need to just hide itself. So delete this clone. So this block is also done. Then also, if this clone is also done, so we are almost done with our target. We have set our thumbnail. We are done with all the code blocks now, right? So now we are going to just play this game. So let's start playing this game. So here we are onto our Zoom screen and we can start playing the game. As we will just shoot it. And see, we have just 3 lives, right? So as 3 lives will be over, our game will be over. So let's play it again and be careful. And you have to shoot it continuously so that you can kill all your targets. Okay. So this is how you can play it. I hope you will be able to make this game. And it's quite funny when you play it, right? So you can just play it. And here the game's over. So finally we have made this shooting game of ours. Now we are going to meet you in our next video, and there we are going to create another project. So till then, stay connected and keep learning. We are going to catch you very soon in our next video. Thank you and bye.